Bonafide hustler here. Bonafide hustler here.
Well, aren't you just the Bonafide hustler?
Ooh, Bonafide hustler here. Bonafide hustler here. I'm gonna show you that stuff I picked from last weekend. What's up, guys? It's Chris the Bonafide Hustler coming to you live from my garage. A little chilly outside, but here we go. We're going to talk about some of the stuff that I found not last weekend, but the weekend before that. Last weekend, I actually skipped town and I actually went to a beach here in Texas, and it turned out not to be kind of like the little vacation weekend I was hoping for, but I still was able to get a little bit of rest and relaxation, but not that much. And I really did miss, I believe, a lot on Saturday just hustling garage sales and stuff. So this weekend, I'm back in the game, and I'm definitely going to find some cool stuff. But let's talk about some of that stuff I found from that previous haul. Okay, so as you guys know, when the morning was starting out, it was looking a little dismal, right? But I stumbled upon a couple garage sales here and there, and here are some of the things that I found. Okay, so these old West clocks are really cool for resale. They're like the kind of stuff that you found back in the day when you were in school, and working or not working, these things are still worth money. I got 3 of these suckers for $5. I think one of them works, and the other 2 are probably just good for parts. I expect to make about anywhere between 30 and 50 bucks on those, and they'll probably end up in my booth. Okay, a little later in my day, I actually stumbled upon a garage sale where I bought a bunch of Hot Wheels and stuff. Now, there's some Hot Wheels in there. There were some old Corgis, right, from that other video that I showed you. I totally dig Corgis here and there. And also some old Matchbox, and then some old rinky-dinky kind of German steel kind of Hot Wheels looking cars. But either way, it was a lot of cars for about 20 bucks. So I totally swung on that. There are a bunch of cars. These are just some of them, okay? I tried to separate them here and there. I put the red lines in one box, I put the Matchboxes, and all these Matchboxes were like 1968s all the way up to like 1972s. For the most part, all these cars are, you know, they have some paint chips and this and that. So I'm probably going to put them in a lot, a specific lot, right? So maybe 4 specific lots, a Corgi lot, a red line lot, and a Matchbox lot, and maybe this other kind of like German, other kind of rinky-dinky lot just for like the scraps. But either way, I think it's going to work out pretty well. I'm shooting for about close to 50 bucks for that haul. We'll see what happens. I spent 20 on it, and I do want to learn some stuff just by doing it. I didn't know that those Corgi things were in there, so that was actually a plus. So it could be a little bit more than 50 bucks, but I'm just going to try to get at least 50 bucks, and that way I can learn some things from these little Hot Wheels and miscellaneous other steel toys. Pretty cool. Alright, so at the same place where I find the clocks, I actually swung on these, and these were like $2 a piece. They're little coin operation things that you can find in pinball machines and or washing machines, right? And they're pretty heavy, so I think at the antique booth, I could probably score about 10 to 15 bucks for each one of these, just as kind of a novelty thing, and maybe people want to use them. We'll see. So those little coin-operated deals where you put your coins, not a bad score. Alright, so I went to that community-wide garage sale that day, and it didn't pan out very well. But for $5, I did find something kind of cool. Look at that, a typewriter. Pretty sweet, and typewriters always fetch north of like 30 bucks in my antique booth, no problem. This one happens to be an old Royal typewriter, in kind of poor condition, but that's not what's important. What's important is all the keys are there, and people do a lot of weird things with some of the keys. They do a lot of art projects, a lot of weird things, and some people even glue some of these keys to current day keyboards to make them look all weird and steampunkish, right? So $5, a total score, shooting for about probably 30 to 50 bucks at the booth. Okay, so one of the last garage sales that I hit that day was a garage sale that yielded me an awesome bike rack, right? A bunch of horns and some cool things such as an old Palm Pilot. So let's take a look at that bike rack first of all. It's a top-mounted bike rack that fits on the top of a BMW is what the lady said. It's a Yakima SKS series bike rack. Has locking things that lock to your car, and it has a rail system so you put your bikes on top of your car, not behind your car. So it looks something like this. Not a bad deal. So I bought that whole entire bike rack for 30 bucks, and it locks too. So make sure when you're buying those kind of bike racks that you don't see extensive wear and tear, and that the locking mechanism has at least the key with it as well. Swing it on for 30 bucks. I'm pretty sure I can move it for about 80 to 100 bucks, no problem. The last one that I had was easy to move. In fact, I didn't even make it home with that thing and someone offered me money right outside of the actual garage sale. So unfortunately it didn't happen like this time, but I expect to make about 80 to 100 bucks on that bike rack. Okay, let's talk about those horns. Sweet. Check out the deer ones. A box full of deer horns. And the box is actually a pretty cool box too. It might actually even be a drawer. But it's really neat. And look at these cool deer horns. People love to do artsy craftsy things, and I've seen deer horns at my antique booth or in my antique mall selling for anywhere between 10 and 15 bucks an antler, which is crazy, so I swung on this totally. In fact, I got all this stuff, all the horns, for about 15 bucks that you're about to see. So that was the deer one right there. Now let's take a look at these horns. Check that stuff out. I can't tell whether these are like bull, water buffalo, or some other kind of, animal that roams probably some of the hotter regions of the earth. But if you can take a look, and maybe some of you guys out there know what this is, so go ahead and comment below, but I'll show you pretty much what that one looks like. This one's really interesting. Don't know if that's like antelope or what. I know it's not gazelle, so tell me. And then got stuff like this, kind of looks like a little bull one. But I expect to probably fetch about 10 bucks for each one of those too, at the same place, the antique booth. So we'll see what happens there. We're not done yet, guys. Found this awesome water buffalo horn as well. So she sold me all those horns for 15 bucks, and this sucker was thrown in as well. Totally sweet. And this is gonna go in my antique booth too. Somewhere high though, because I wanna make sure kids don't mess with it. Look at that. Pretty cool, right? Hey baby, want some? Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys a recap of what I found, not last weekend, but the weekend before that. Can't wait to take this stuff to market and see what I get for it. But anyways, thanks guys for supporting the Bonafide Hustler. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Find me on Facebook, the Bonafide Hustler, and now on Twitter, YouTube Hustler. Thanks a lot guys, and let's have an awesome hustling weekend.